Welcome back to the Morning Blend, everybody. Well, for many of us here in Wisconsin, winter is a mixed bag. We're not crazy about the weather, but we love our football and, of course, the Green Bay Packers. So today, 3 tips that you can use right now to get your 2015 started in the right direction just by watching how the Packers team is run. Tim Vertz is the president of Vertz Marketing, a company that specializes in helping small businesses succeed. Great to see you.
You too.
And congratulations to everybody on yesterday's game. A lot of excitement here.
Absolutely. A nail biter, but everyone's happy today.
Yeah, and sometimes I think those games that are nail biters are just that much more exciting. So you feel like there's something that we can learn about the way the Green Bay Packers team is managed, the way it's run, in terms of having success in the new year.
Well, we can learn not only from the Packers, but we can learn from how some teams don't do well, maybe the Bears as well. So there's a lot of things that we see. Now, you know, a lot of us, we watch the Packers, we love the Packers, but there's a lot of other things that we can learn from press conferences, the player shows, the coaches shows. And, you know, it kind of brings us into 3 big things that we can learn.
Okay, I want you to start with leadership, because that's your first point. Yeah. That from a leadership standpoint, we could be learning a lot.
Well, it's not only from the general manager or the head coach, but it's really the players as well. And seeing what are they doing to step up. How are they actually getting other players to step up, even the young ones, the rookies that are out there. And, you know, that's really important if you look at successful teams and what they're doing.
Well, and I think most people, as they think about leadership on the field, they think of Aaron Rodgers. I mean, as the quarterback, he's the one calling the plays. He's the one kind of often in a position to motivate the team. And the second part of this is teamwork.
Well, when you look at teamwork, one of the big things we notice, and if you look at some of the shows that are out there and how the players talk, it's really about selflessness. When they talk about, well, what was the most important play of the game, it's not about what they did, it's maybe how they helped their team. When you see teams be successful, it's really about them going around and, you know, talking about their teamwork, their motivation, those types of things.
And I'm glad you mentioned motivation, because I think that's an important one, and that's your third tip, is motivation.
Well, when it comes to motivation, it really comes from the top and goes all the way down, but it needs to be genuine. It needs to be, how is your team, your business, how are you inspiring others to do well? You know, a lot of times, especially with football, you know, there might be a lot of talent out there, but if they're not motivated, they're not going to do well. The same thing goes in your business.
Absolutely. Those 3 things you feel moving forward, if people focus on those things, learn a little bit from watching the NFL, not just watching football, but kind of thinking about the keys to the success, is a great way to move forward with the small business.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can look at a lot of those tips. Sports is a great way to learn a lot of things about what you can do to run your business well, some things you might not want to be doing. So it's a great way to look at success.
Great to see you this morning, Tim. Thank you so much for sharing that, especially this day after football. Here's how you can reach Tim and people at Vertz Marketing. The website is vertzmarketing.com. 262-910-4125 is the phone number to call. They have offices in both Mequon as well as the 3rd Ward.